Hello and welcome to In the Studio episode 81. So today I'm going to show you a technique that I like to use for taking a loop and making it my own. There's many approaches here, but this is one method that I like to use, and this is what we'll be working with. So let's have a quick little preview of that and then we'll get right to it. Okay, and we'll be focusing on this percussion loop here. So let's have a listen to that. This is just something to kind of sit on top of the core drum elements that's a little bit more spaced out. That just helps keep the groove interesting and rolling along. And there's a few ways I like to approach doing this type of thing, but this is one of them. So I'm going to show you how I've made it, and then we'll recreate it. So what I've done is I picked out a loop that works well with the track that I like, the hits in there, and I think will work. And it happened to be this loop here. And then I'll throw that into Fruity Slicer. Ended up pitching this one down a couple semitones that just sat better. And then there's just a few plugins on the track, which being a EQ to cut the lows, a little distortion, excuse me, and then some short tape delay to give it a little like extra spice and interest. And I did do a video not too long ago about creating like extra width and interest to drum elements using tape delay, so I'll put that up in the card if you want to go check that out after this video. So yeah, simple, but I think it really helps the groove, and let's recreate it. So I'm going to go ahead and mute this one here, and we'll just go to an empty pattern, and we're going to open up Fruity Slicer here. And you can use Slice X for this too, but a lot of times I just like to keep it super simple for this type of thing, and I think Fruity Slicer does a great job for this. So I'm going to throw that in there like that. I'm going to pitch it down. It sits better about 3 semitones down. And I'm going to put it on the same mixer insert, so we have the same processing on there. So I'll just throw that on channel 21, and let's lay down a MIDI clip here. 4 bars. And before we play, let's just going to go ahead and delete all these slices. And this is great because then you can just, like, once you have a loop picked out, that already works well with the track, then you can come in here and play around with the slices and create your own loop out of that loop. So let's have a little play around, and we'll see what we can come up with here. And I'll kind of do something similar, but we'll make it a little bit different. And I'm just going to mute the groove for a second so we can hear some of the hits. Let's try this crunchy one. Yeah, just a matter of kind of sifting through the different hits and picking out little slices that you wanna use. Hmm. And the great thing about this too is you can, very easily, change up the velocities here on the little hits. You can change around the pitch a little bit, the panning, and really fit it in perfectly with whatever groove you're working with. And then, maybe run it through some effects, distortion, bounce it out to audio if you want, or leave it running live in MIDI so you can make variations on it. It's really a versatile way to create, you know, uh, loops, out of existing loops, so totally make them your own, pitch them around, you know, and really have fun with it. So I thought I would show you this little technique here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm not going to spend too much more time playing around with that. I think you get the point. So yeah, that's the video for today. Making loops your own using Fruity Slicer. So take care. I'll see you soon.